side and carried her down the mountain to a pickup truck. A leather perch had been presented to her feet. She had stepped up on it as Sam had taught her to do. A door had closed, and she was inside a camper on the truck. The motor rumbled, and she was moving. A falcon bell tinkled nearby. A sharp-shinned hawk had shifted his feet. A prairie falcon called out a single note. They, like herself, were sensing the direction of the moving pickup. East, northeast, east, then straight north. Several feedings later, the second man put Frightful on a perch in the pine forest. The prairie falcon and the sharp-shinned hawk were there too. She could hear their bells tinkling. Although they were birds who would readily attack her, she wasn't afraid of them. Frightful was a peregrine falcon. She was faster and more agile than any other bird or beast the world around. Her long pointed wings, wide shoulders, and strong tapered body were sculpted by the wind, the open sky, and the nature of her ancestral prey, swift birds. Frightful sat calmly under her hood, turning the sounds in the pine forest into mental images. A song sparrow caroled. A cardinal chirped. They told her she was in a forest clearing, edged with bushes, where song sparrows and cardinals lived. A northern water thrush trilled. Frightful envisioned a dashing stream shaded by a majestic forest, the summer home of the northern water thrush. She heard the stream in the distance. It had many voices as it spilled down a stairway of rocks. Suddenly, the cardinal screamed an alarm. A predator was approaching. The songbirds stopped chittering. The forest became silent. Even the insects ceased stridulating. Frightful pulled her feathers to her breast. The enemy was low and coming toward her. The sharp-shinned hawk flew off his perch in terror. His bell tinkled. He was stopped by his leash, which was knotted to a steel ring at the base of his perch and to the jesses on his legs. He jumped forward, fell back, and beat the earth with his wings. A killing snarl colored the air red. An eastern coyote had killed the sharp-shinned hawk. The killer, bird in her mouth, ran toward her pups in the woods. With a jerk, she too was stopped by the leash. She turned back and dug at the base of the perch until it toppled and fell. The next sound Frightful heard was the clink of the ring at the end of the leash, bouncing over the ground. The sounds faded into the woods. A wind twisted Frightful's silky pantaloons of pinstriped feathers, which hung down over her enamel-shiny legs. Her tail flicked. She was nervous. Human footsteps approached. Their sound didn't conjure up the image of the men she had been traveling with. Wary, she lifted her wings to fly. A hand touched the front of her legs, and she stepped up onto it, as Sam had taught her to do. "Hello, Frightful." Her name, but not Sam's voice. The tone was soft, like the call of a mourning dove. "What are you doing here?" the voice asked, and Frightful recognized Alice, Sam's sister. In her mind's eye, she saw a rosy face with sea-blue eyes and yellow hair. Frightful relaxed. Alice was family. She liked Alice, who ran and jumped. She also darted. Frightful liked movement. A spot in her eyes that connected to many nerves gave her an instant focus on movement. Running, leaping Alice was a member of Frightful's home forest. Sam must not be far away. Frightful eased her grip on Alice's bare hand. She lifted her talons. "Frightful," Alice said softly. "You've got to get out of here." The young girl's voice brought back images of the one mountain among thousands of mountains, the one hemlock tree among millions of trees, and Sam. "I'm cutting your jesses," she whispered. "You're surrounded by enemies. Fly far away." "Fly away, Frightful. Sam's not allowed to have you. He has to have a falconer's license, and he's too young to get one. Fly, Frightful."